It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Behind to crease, it's Hudson. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. The 20. All the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd and long here. Reed unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pass to 6. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Red Raider! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. Justin. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Play action with Reed. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the...
There he goes! Past the 30. Sees him at open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Run in the red zone, it's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Runs through the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Aggies. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Cuts it upfield. It's Hudson. Might have a chance. The 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
They fought to a standstill in the... Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Ready? Go! He's past the sticks. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Now here's Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll get rid of it. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 43. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Joyner. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff to Joyner. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Red Raiders have pushed it inside the 20. Here we go, ready to go. Driving forward, it's Joyner. Here's a little room there. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
And the Red Raiders will try to move the chains on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Edwards. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Throwing Reed. Finds his man down the middle. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half.
Makes the grab in their space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Reed throws to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Finds his target. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Running the red zone, it's Edwards. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. On the option. Touchdown, Texas A&M! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We begin with the Delaware Blue Hens taking on the number 13 team, the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Blue Hens able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Aggies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Warren. Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Handoff again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He got continues. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down it for 32. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Makes the grab and room to run. Attack, touchdown, Red Raider. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Reed. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Drops back on first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Again, it's Reed. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Right at the line. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a gap. It's Hudson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He spins that thing down the middle.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense...
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high risk. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Pulls it, turns upfield. Now the pitch. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Edwards. Taken down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Hauls it in. Oh, he got loose. Oh, he's got some space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Right side, it's Simmons. Turning it on! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the
caught, and he's got room. Finally stopped inside the 25-yard line, but this one might be coming back. There is a flag down. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. He's looking to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Spins away from the defense. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And if this offense can keep that going, put together these first downs, like, listen, I love that he stepped out of bounds. I can continue to let that clock stay still, not be in a hurry, put some first downs together, march down the field, because we got to get some points on this.
He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th.